Oh, I'm sure you're all very healthy people in this audience. Well, just think, you're running on the park on a Saturday afternoon. And when you finish running, you take your smartphone out and you see this wonderful ad. Running shoes, the right color, the right size, waiting for you in the shop outside the park. Well, this is not science fiction. This is what we do every day at S4M. Hello, everyone. My name is Fred Joseph. I'm the COO of S4M, and we are transforming traditional advertising, traditional mobile advertising, in what I call customized, valued messages at scale. Our competitive edge is we have a full mobile stack which provides seamless tracking at every stage. We're tracking impression to conversion in a totally transparent and seamless way. Our track record speaks for itself. We have 250 clients plus. We have about $100 billion of revenue as a target for 2018, and we have opened offices in Paris, Berlin, London, New York, Singapore, São Paulo, and we are expanding more. Now, we're working in a space that is moving at a very rapid pace, as you know. eMarketer just released those numbers. More than $100 billion will be spent in 2016. And this is 30 billion more than this year. This year will end at 70 billion. Well, you might think that most of this is taken by the big players, the usual suspects. Well, that might be true. About 70 to 75% of the spend is indeed taken by the big players. But I would say that A, we're not scared of them because we're winning against them every day. And B, even if that's the case, there's still about 25 to 30 billion of dollars to play with, and that's enough for us to grow. So the theme of the conference today is competition. So I thought I would put a slide about competition. So you can see on that mapping, on the horizontal axis, are competitors that have desktop extensions versus those that have mobile native stacks. And on the vertical axis, you have competitors that have full mobile stacks versus those who only have one part of the module of the stack, i.e. a DSP, an ad server, or a tracker. Well, I think we're winning because we have a full mobile native stack, which enables us to optimize mobile campaign in a fully transparent way, unlike most of the players who still have black boxes, and we're protecting data, both from the users and from our clients. So you might wonder, what do I mean by a full mobile native stack? Well, it's about having a proprietary bidder, a proprietary ad server, and a proprietary tracker. And we are collecting first-party data at every stage of that stack. And we're building DMPs with that first-party data, overlaying third-party data as well. And this enables us to build new standards on the mobile marketplace, in particular the viewability standard. Our viewability standard is 100% pixels loaded plus 1 second. As you might know, the standard on the marketplace at the moment is only 50% pixels loaded plus 1 second, and this is a desktop standard. We are creating a new standard on the marketplace, which is 100% of the pixels loaded plus 1 second, and only charging our clients on that basis. Our technology is currently audited by the MRC, the Media Rating Council in the US. We had the Ernst & Young auditors for 2 weeks in our offices in September, and we're going through the accreditation in January. And we'll be the only mobile company on the marketplace to be accredited by the MRC on all mobile KPIs. Now, you want to see this in action, I suppose. So this is a case study, a subway case study. We actually got, we've been awarded Best worldwide case study by Subway for 2015. The fast food market is a crowded market as well, with the likes of Burger King and McDonald's. Well, Subway came to us with a very simple brief. They wanted us to drive more people to the restaurants. So how did we do that? We built clusters of fast food eaters, and we had a mechanic of geofencing and day-part targeting, which drove 400,000 visitors to the restaurants in 6 weeks. And we've been able to report in real time with our dashboard to a very granular level by overlaying a heat map to the very locations, the very restaurants where you could see the visits. And this is a case that was ran in France. You can see the map on the left-hand side of your screen. Now, I've pulled this standard report to show you how we are able to engage and re-engage at every stage of a creative scenario. On the left-hand side, you have a mobile 3D cube, which is a creative format that we have developed. It's a unique format that we have developed in our studios. And we're able to tag every stage of the creative scenario in order to see where the drop-offs are and how to build re-engagement and building new creative scenarios that are able to loop back the users into the engagement funnel. On the left-hand side of the graph, you can see the ad requests versus the request versus the ads that have actually been seen, right, to the standard that I mentioned, which is 100% pixels plus 1 second. And there's a 21% discrepancy in this case between ad that have been requested versus ad that have been seen. And we're only charging on the ad, like I said, that have been seen. Now, we have a very strong team, a perfect blend, I think, of engineers and marketers, starting with Chris, our founder and COO. He launched and sold his former company, mobile company called Adenio, for $100 million. And he came with Ludo, who was the CTO of Adenio, now CTO of S4M. And Ludo has built a worldwide, a team of worldwide stars at S4M, bringing Samuel, who's coming from Criteo. He was the software architect at Criteo. Myself, I joined recently. I joined just a couple months before our Series A round of funding. I joined in May of this year. I'm coming from the Publicis Group. I've been spending 15 years in the Publicis Group, where I was an entrepreneur. I qualify myself as an entrepreneur in the Publicis Group. I founded a company called Z Digital. I then was the Global Chief Digital Officer of Zenith Optimedia Worldwide. And then I was the CEO of a company called Performix, which is the digital performance arm of the Publicis Group. And the reason why I've joined S4M is because I want to move this company from what I call a craft industry business to leading the industry. And I know I can do this because I'm surrounded by key talents like Amélie, our CFO, coming from Arthur Anderson. And from the point of our Series A funding, we've been able to recruit very skilled talents, such as Brian Cronin, who's now our general manager for North America, who's coming from Ignition One. He was a VP of programmatic at Ignition One. So we're really structuring our business now. In terms of growth, I think we have a very strong history of growth. For the past 3 years, I've been growing 3 digits, and this growth is accelerating since the Series A. So 575% growth in terms of number of customers, 715% growth in revenue, hitting the $100 million mark as an objective for 2018. And like I said, this is accelerating since our Series A, with 76 leads per month rising to 127. 13.5 new customers on average, rising to 46 on average per month. Our churn rate is very low, less than 4%, and our payback is really short, less than 6 months, and we're reducing this. We have a very strong client list spanning across all verticals, from luxury to retail, from performance to branding campaigns. Oops. And to finish, I think our future is bright. Our goal is really to bridge the worlds, the digital world with the real world. I think we're doing this pretty well already, but we're moving in that way at a very rapid pace. And to finish, I think if I'm very bold, I think we have everything in hand to be the next billion-dollar company. Thank you very much.